Super Bowl 59 is underway. Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack. While the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Here he is on third and long. That's complete. Here's Brown. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Secures this at the 17. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So here are the Chiefs out on offense for their first drive. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Mahomes got to throw on this first play. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hauled in by Worthy. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Back to the air, Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, Mahomes. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, Mahomes to throw. He's got it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Another throw for Mahomes. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. And they take this in for the score. The Chiefs have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he gets him around 6 there. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Dotson now in motion right. 2nd and 4. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's the end of one here in Super Bowl 59. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to New Orleans right after this. Welcome back. The team is set, so let's get back to it. Second quarter of Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. They'll have it 2nd and 8. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Hurts now from the gun. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that will set up 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone now. Flushed out. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now for the 2nd time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pulled in along the sideline by Hopkins. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 32. Don't get this one to Brown. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Zach Bond with the tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He'll throw it yet again. It's complete to Hopkins. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On target to Worthy. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Cooper to Jean with the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's Mahomes now. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs could break this tie for a halftime lead. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Man in motion here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
3rd and short, here's Mahomes. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Reed now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's Smith on the slant. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Here's 2nd and 5. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. Hurts looking to throw. That pass caught by Dotson. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Braden Mann on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They send a tight end in motion. First down throw, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Brought down on the effort by Quinyon Mitchell. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll have a chance to run 1 play before time expires. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, no more excitement here in this first half. He kneels this one down. Both teams head to the locker room. So we have reached halftime in Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what a season this has been, and it is nearing a conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there. We'll get it back out to you, too, in just a moment. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs have their offense out to start this third quarter. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that's one of those cases, and we see it at every level. He simply took off before he got full possession, and that's simply a drop.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hopkins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Again, Mahomes to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up. I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All set up now for 1st and 10. to the air. Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This throw is caught. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Pirine will score. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Reed now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pulled in by Dotson along the sideline. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation could create the big play down the field.
It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So it'll be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They kick the running back in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Brings it in at the 12. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Sidney Brown in on that stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes completes this one to Gray. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And the Birds bring out the nickel look. 3rd down coming up. Mahomes. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Eagles will take possession. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. They pick up a yard. Still need one more, though. 3rd down coming up. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. It's Eagles football. We'll see if they can erase that deficit to win it all. Third down, 1 yard to go. They go to Barkley again. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. Defense holds yet again, and now it's 4th and a yard.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains.
That's a pretty clear plan of attack by the back from the very start. Found the lane quickly, didn't hesitate, knew exactly what he needed to get to get past the marker.
First down throwing for Hurts. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts now from the gun. Taken in by Smith. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Third and just 2 to go. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
It's Dotson on the catch. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
That pass caught by Dotson. And they bring him down around the 34.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Offense in the hurry up here. Hurts throwing again. Able to find Dotson here. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense up to the line fast. On first down, Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And he gets this forward to the 19. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 19. Able to get it to Barkley. And he goes out of bounds after getting them to the 7. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Hurts setting up to throw. Has it in close. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Hurts to throw. Pass it down close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. He's on the move, and he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the Chiefs are able to make that recovery. That should lock up this win. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation,
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
From the gun, Piron. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second and 3 now. Running right is Pacheco. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Chiefs in a victory formation here as they take a knee. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. And yet again, the Kansas City Chiefs have won it all. They are your Super Bowl champions. And I think it's still sinking in at different points for each player, Brock. Look at these shots. These guys have reached the crowning achievement for anyone who steps foot onto the